to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so you will be notified of each and every video that I upload. And hit the like button while you're at it, please. Welcome, sweet friends. How you all doing today? I'm really great. Thank you so much for asking. Because I know you would, because you're that sweet. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about some things today, partly being why I didn't film for 6 months, and I honestly wasn't even going to do that originally, but you'll see why I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to be talking in a soft-spoken voice for this video, and I want to do a little bit of a prelude of the video that's going to be coming up next in about a half an hour. So I chose to do these videos separately, and again, you'll see why in just a few minutes. But I was so excited to find this. And actually, I'm going to move that up a little more. Actually, my husband found it. We were shopping in Walmart. Of all places, that's where we found this. And that's what the next video is going to be about. It's going to be about sharing, this magazine with you. And there's a really cool part in it that actually talks about ASMR, if you can believe that. I know, how cool is that? So I just wanted to start off by saying that. And of course, we all know, almost dropped the book, we all know that Bob Ross was an amazing artist. And, we lost him too soon. I think he was in his 50s when he passed away of cancer, or from cancer. And anybody else like that with COVID? Like, you just can't, I don't mean if you have COVID, I mean during these times, it's like you can't even put a sentence together sometimes, I'm telling you. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be looking through this book, and I'm very excited about that. I'm going to do it in a whisper. So any of you like whispers, then you'll want to maybe check in on it. Maybe it'll help you sleep or relax or, whatever you're coming here for. So, in relation to amazing artists, I want to talk about an amazing artist who is much more than that, to me especially. And I don't know if you can hear the dog in the background, but hopefully he's not going to be too noisy. He's just laying down sleeping right now. So he's actually all tied in with this too. So I'm going to get on and explain what I'm talking about. All right, so I don't know if any of you noticed, but from November on to January, the end of January was my last video that I recorded, that there was something, if you have spidey senses, like I call them, you would have sensed that there was something that I was sad about. I was trying not to show that. I was trying to be up and happy for you guys, but I was grieving hard, and I really wouldn't have said anything about it, but an opportunity came up this weekend, and I can't not. Does that make sense? I knew I had to do this. So this is about my son, about his girlfriend and what happened to her. And the reason why I'm speaking about it now is because her mother's best friend has set up a Gofundme page. And I'm really hoping that you guys can either share it with, your friends and family, and maybe there'd be somebody that could spare an extra couple dollars. Or, maybe you could donate yourself. Now, the reason why donations are needed is because our sweet, beautiful girl, Amanda, was in a very tragic e-bike accident For those of you who aren't familiar what an e-bike is, it's an electric bike. So it's charged with electricity, and it's kind of like a little miniature motorcycle in a way, or an amped up moped, if any of you guys know what that is. So anyways, October 22nd of last year, she was riding home. It was quite late at night, early morning, and it was raining very hard, and she slammed into a pole. And from that, she sustained severe head trauma and was very, very close to death, because it was a couple of hours before someone even found her. So our poor love was, laying there for a couple of hours. I don't want to get too in depth into, certain information about what happened and all of that, as far as that goes. But I want to give you a foundation, and actually, of course, I'm going to put the link to the Gofundme page below in the description box, and you can click on that and just read for yourself. You can see pictures of our beautiful girl. I was going to put them in my video, and then I thought, I don't want it to be jarring to anybody. So just a warning, if you do click on the GoFundMe page, there's a picture of her that actually she was with my son in the picture. But of course, they've cropped my son out so that just her beautiful picture is there, because, this is all support for her and her mom. Now, I've written down just sort of bullet points to inform all of you what I wanted to say about her, and what I'm hoping, that maybe we can all help. Anyways, one of the major reasons why I stopped filming at the end of January was because I wasn't handling it very well emotionally and mentally, and I didn't want you guys to pick up on that, because when you come to an ASMR video, I know it's the same with me, you can definitely feel that something's just not right. And maybe it can hinder your relaxation, because, you feel you care about the people you're watching, right? So if you think they're going through something, you're going to be wondering, what is it? Are they going to be okay? Just this kind of thing. And that's exactly what I would feel about ASMR artists that I watch. And I really do love to know a little bit about their families, because you just get to feel pretty close. I mean, some of you have been with me for 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. That's crazy. You've been with me through my crazy, canceling my channel and then starting it back up a couple months later and losing all of my over 13,000. No, I had almost 12,000. I'm sorry, didn't mean to exaggerate. Anyways, I'm just trying to say, I know you've been with me for a long time, and anyways, oh my goodness. Okay, so that was one of the major reasons why I stopped recording. Also, of course, as we all know, COVID hit, and by March we were in total lockdown in Canada, as pretty much everywhere around the world was. Some not so much as others, but we definitely were. And of course, that just added on to it. So that's the reason why, if any of you were concerned about me, and I do know that some of you messaged me throughout the whole 6 months. I can't believe how supportive everybody is. And speaking of which, my first video back, wow, you guys that commented, amazing. Thank you so much. Anyways, back to my what I want to say here and what I want to try and get support for. Explained how so Amanda had severe head trauma, severe brain trauma. She's been on a rough road. She's still in the hospital. She had to have a tracheostomy put in so that she could breathe. She was in a coma for 2 months, 2.5 months, something like that. Then she came out of the coma. She has suffered a couple of strokes. She is, at this point, she's breathing up to 18 hours on her own. And then they have the tracheostomy still in there, of course, to help her breathe for the times that, her body says that's enough, So, in saying that, she has been progressing, finally, because she had brain infections along the way up until, 6 weeks ago, something like that. Her mom would be better to let us all know, but the exact timing. But I'm just trying to give you, as I said, just a rough, foundation as to why they have set up this GoFundMe page. So, fingers crossed. And any of you who believe in God, a lot of you know that I don't, and that's okay. It's okay if you do. Anybody who wants to pray for her, I would really appreciate that. Or just send your positive vibes, and anything like that would be appreciated. So, she's up to 18 hours breathing on her own. She can't talk yet because of the tracheostomy, in there. But the doctors say that she will talk again. They do have hope, which is so awesome. We still don't know, how she's going to be as far as mentally. Now, let me give you an idea of what this beautiful girl has inside of her. She is an amazing artist, and this is why I was showing Bob Ross at the beginning. She is an amazing artist. I'm so proud of her because she set up years ago, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, a business online, I guess we would say. And she was doing art for people online and supporting herself doing so because she's so amazing. And she's the sweetest girl. She had the sweetest voice, has the sweetest voice. And, I just love her so much. And she deserves the best that life can offer, of course, as we all do. But, so let me see. Did I say everything I wanted to say about her? She's an animal lover. And this is why we have her dog here with us, because it was sort of co-owned by my son and Amanda, but Amanda always had Sid at her place. And she just loves him to death. So anxious for her to come home and see him. Can you imagine how excited she's going to be? So, yeah. Now, I also wanted to mention the last conversation that she and I had. My son and Amanda had gone out for a movie. They went to watch a movie. This was, again, just a few days before her accident. And we had gone to pick them up in a different town, and they needed a ride, so that was no problem. We picked them up. And it's really hot here today. I hope you don't see me sweating. Anyways, so we had the most amazing conversation on the way home. She's a very shy girl. And even though my son and her had been dating for, oh my goodness, it was a long time, 8 years, 7 years, something like that. She was still really shy with us. And so that meant all the more when we had this fantastic conversation on the way home. And, as all of us, we kind of feel at times like we're not, maybe, the people aren't thinking of us as well as we'd like to. I was kind of considering what should I do with my channel? I don't know if people are, I don't know, you just get insecure. Anyways, and of course here she is just, just being a sweetheart and telling me how much she enjoyed my videos and what they've done for her and how she, just all of that. And then, of course, I was saying to her how proud I was of her for having this business and what an amazing artist she was. So anyways, a little bit of the conversation that we had, and it sort of gives you an insight as to who Amanda is. So coming home, she is going to need a lot of medical equipment, which of course her mom has just been an amazing mom throughout all of this. She has been there every single day except for in December when she was so run down. She actually got sick herself, but was only gone for about 4 or 5 days from seeing Amanda. But the whole time she fretted about how she was doing, how her beautiful girl was doing. So, anyways, we live in Canada, as a lot of you know. So through the winter, she drove there in snowstorms and ice storms and whatever. She just wanted to make sure that Amanda was getting the best care that she should be getting. So she still goes every single day, of course, and does exercises with her, which will be so fantastic for Amanda's recovery because of course, Amanda, of course, has been in a bed this whole time. So she's really been exercising her muscles and her legs and arms and all of this. So this GoFundMe is going to make a huge difference in the kind of care that Amanda can get at home. She'll need all kinds of things to lift her into the bath, things to lift her out of her bed. Amanda's very tiny, but so is her mom, and her mom will be the primary caregiver. So, I think I've said about all that I can say about this. If you can help at all, $2, $5, anything at all. You don't have to either. I mean, I don't want you to feel pressured. But if you can help at all, oh my gosh, we would, absolutely appreciate it so greatly. All right, so there's a little reason why I did not film for 6 months. My mental health was not the greatest, grieving hard, so anyways, I send you my love. I know that there's going to be people sending love, and that's amazing. So I thank you so much for all of that. And if you could share the GoFundMe page, that would be amazing too. So just a little heads up though, as I was saying, if you go to the GoFundMe and you see the pictures of her, you will see her, beautiful and stunning. Then you'll also see a picture of her laying in her hospital bed, hooked up to all of the things that she's been on for quite some time. All right, so I'm going to let you go. And as I said, in about a half an hour, you're going to see the video with this magazine. We're going to whisper, and we're going to, I'm trying to get it in the shot. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to whisper. I'm going to stop trying to hit my mic, and I'm going to hope that it relaxes all of you. I've got a lot of ideas for videos to come. I've had some wonderful suggestions, which I always write down. And anyways, sending you love. We'll see you soon.